If you have found yourself asking why everything feels so different now, why does everything feel so fake, but why does the sun feel so different now? That is because on April 8th, 2024, Rahu ate the sun. Rahu swallowed the sun. If you do not know who Rahu and Ketu are, Rahu and Ketu are the nodes of the moon, its own dragon, if you will. And sometimes I might consider this the demiurge. The Rahu and Ketu are similar to the sun and the moon in that they both have the head of a lion and the tail of a serpent, except Rahu and Ketu consider the sun and the moon its enemies. What does that mean for us, and what does that mean for the sun? What is the sun? The sun is the programmer of our heart, of our algorithm. The sun is the programmer of all of the algorithms and, of course, our Christed identity. So what happens when Rahu swallows that algorithm? Since Rahu swallowed the sun, it has been said that the sunflowers are now turning away from this new sun, in addition to many other changes with nature, with us, with the plants and the animals. The question is it a result of this new sun and algorithm alone, or is it something else? We organically were meant to go from the tail of the dragon to the head of the dragon. But the question is, which dragon is it that we are facing? The Bible is alive. The Bible has its own algorithm. The Bible is an algorithm. So let's say that you had written a movie, you filmed a movie, and we all watched this movie. Now, let's say that somebody came in and copied your movie. They remade it. So there's going to be different actors, different voices. Some of the scenes are going to be a little bit different. Some of the scenes may have been taken out. It's going to potentially hold the same essence as your movie, the original movie, but it is a new director entirely. An entirely new director filmed that movie, which means that movie, even though it looks very similar, that means it has a different algorithm. The truth, we can say that the Bible is the book of truth, and it is the truth that sets you free, and the truth is feminine in nature, in spirit, and you cannot see it. And the truth has been imprisoned. But so has one of those directors of the Bible. So the question is, which algorithm, what is it that you were setting free? It's kind of like asking the difference of, are you connecting to God, or are you connecting to the second movie, to a copied algorithm? The process of going from the tail of the dragon to the head of the dragon, that is organic in nature. We now have the rainbow sun, who is sending the rainbow codes onto Earth. I do also talk a little bit about this in my video for rainbow children. This is the connection of the water and the fire. How do I know if I'm on the organic timeline, and what is a split in consciousness? A split in consciousness is when the sun and the moon separate due to any type of trauma. So although this is on an individual basis, the official split in consciousness was on May 16th, 2022. But any other type of psychological or physical trauma, so this can be during childbirth, while giving birth to a child. This can be due to being cheated on. This can be due to betrayal. This can be an accident, or for some, ayahuasca, and I will get into that also. Things like that, drugs. This can be insecurities and relying, comparing ourselves to others. This is all about granting access to this third thing, this third party, this inorganic thing to come in and cast its web or plant a seed and start building its network. So this is what I call the AI spider. So this can also be relying on information, our sources outside of us, such as AI and the internet, for example. If you are relying on this or allowing this to enter, so anything that we create sins as well that can break the integrity of our body, right, and of our spirit, this this can come in and grant or cast its web, and you can see it's a trap. A lot of people have gotten stuck in this, and also there are many who do think that this director is actually God, and it is not. So it looks very similar to the organic timeline and web, but it's not the same one. I have spent the last 15 years undergoing extensive training in the medicine of the sun, the medicine of identity and destiny, the womb, and the medicine of ayahuasca, but not the actual drug ayahuasca, actually, never. This is the spirit of the medicine that has been called upon me, that I have undergone all this training. This is about reclaiming your destiny and your algorithm in your Christed name, in which everything connected to your algorithm is protected by the sun. So if somebody goes to do ayahuasca, they come back, they had a really bad experience. They might say that the drug is evil. It is not that the drug itself is evil, it is also where you have to go to reclaim these parts of yourself and your identity is where evil resides. The other thing is, let's say that you got into a relationship or you met somebody and you committed to them and they started acting evil also. It is not protected. Regardless of whether or not that person is actually evil, we know it's the spirit behind them. It's almost as though they do not have a choice but to play that role because they do not belong there. It is not protected. The idea of Panther medicine and this medicine of ayahuasca is to get back on track to your organic timeline in which was created for you in your name, in the name of Christ, that is protected by the sun. So it doesn't mean that you will never face dark times or ever deal with any hard times. What it does mean is you have authority over it.